Welcome to UAM at the Beach. I'm Alice Hutchison, the Curator of Exhibitions at the University Art Museum, and I'm very pleased to welcome to Long Beach Michele Mangione, who has just arrived from Venice, Italy, and he's here with me today
Hello.
to open our new exhibition, Art Tapes 22, which opens on the 13th of September to the public. We have a reception from 6 till 8 p.m. and the public is more than welcome. And the exhibition will run through October 19th, so we have pretty much 6 weeks. So Michele is here from the Venice Biennale, and the Venice Biennale runs a number of very, very important international programs. Would you mind just giving us a little bit of an idea of an introduction to what the Biennale does?
Of course. As everybody knows, the Biennale is a leading institution in the cultural events. It is world famous for the film festival, and this year was the 65th edition of the film festival. It is also famous for the art exhibition. But not everybody realizes that the Biennale has other important sectors, and among them there is the historical archives of contemporary arts, and it is the sector I work in. And I'm very proud to be invited by Alice for this exhibition. And because I work for the selection of some of the works that are here on show.
So we are showing videotapes that were made probably by one of the first production and distribution studios for artist videos in the world, and certainly it is one of the finest collections that hasn't been seen in about 3 decades, and most of which has never been seen in the United States. Some of the work is by very well-known American artists, European artists, Italian artists. The American artists include John Baldessari, Bill Viola, Eleanor Anton, and numerous others, Chris Burden. And Bill Viola actually started his career as the technical director of art tapes between 1974 and 76. Yes. So a little bit of background from your perspective on how this incredible collection was acquired by the Biennale.
Yes, of course. La Biennale acquired and purchased this collection in 1976 by Maria Gloria Bicocchi, who was the director of the Art Tapes 22 gallery. And Maria Gloria Bicocchi was very close, very attached to this art gallery, but at a particular moment of her life she realized that she could not continue on this incredible and wonderful project because of lack of money. In fact, all this adventure began without money. Right. So the artists were invited by Maria Gloria in some of her houses in the countryside or in Via Ricasoli 22 in Flores. That is why the gallery has its this name, because it was the address of the house where Maria Gloria and her husband lived. So everything was was created in an atmosphere of extreme relaxation, and this is testified by the video of Eleanor Anton,
right.
Europa 1, where Maria Gloria, the artist, and other friends, Michele and Alberto Pirelli, Michele Sambini, Alberto Pirelli, talk about easy things, talk about America, commonplaces about America. And Eleanor is has particular clothes.
She has her beard.
Yeah, she has a fake beard.
And a ballerina tutu.
Yes, ballerina tutu.
And point shoes.
Yes.
Yes.
And sometimes she stands up and on her tiptoes she goes to...
Pointe.
Yeah. She goes to open the door because someone is
knocking
at the door, yes. And so this atmosphere of conviviality is represented by bottles of wine that were poured freely. They used to eat genuine food of the country by Maria Gloria, and smoke freely. I don't know what they smoked, but they smoke every time. So the artists were invited at Maria Gloria Bicocchi expenses. And they did everything together. So all the artists in the family ate together, and they basically became part of the family. Yes.
So the artists had a very, very different relationship to making their work than they would, say, for instance, today, where it's much more of, an organisation, much more corporate, as you would. So it really imbues a lot of the work that was made at the studio with a very unique character. They are very relaxed. The artists are really playing in a lot of the work and experimenting much more so than they might have done otherwise.
Mm. Yes, you're right. And they are amusing, they are having fun, they laugh all the time. Maria Gloria seems like a mother with her children. And the tapes, she considers these tapes like her children. And in every letter she wrote to the Isaac, she considered them like children. She was very sad to have lost these videos, because for a long time they were not available, because the building was closed for the restoration of the building, and even the tapes were slowly deteriorating because of the obsolescence of the carriages, of the obsolescence of the machines. And this intervention has been very, very important to save a part of our international history of art.
So the reason why we're showing the videotapes here now is that they have been through a very major conservation, which is one of the largest conservation efforts really of its kind, other than what's recently been done at the Getty Museum here in Los Angeles for their exhibition California Video this year. So the importance really for Art Tapes 22 in Los Angeles is that it provides more of an international context to the work that was being done here in America. So we can see American artists working in Italy with their fellow European artists at Art Tapes. But the Getty Museum too has gone through a very major restoration with their, the work that they acquired from the Long Beach Museum of Art just here 2 years ago. So it's an interesting parallel, because right here in Long Beach, which has part of its identity connected to this very important international video collection, which is now owned by the Getty, and the restoration that's been done in Italy at the same time.
Yes.
We really are fortunate to have the exhibition this year to really see that relationship. So
I want to add that this intervention of restoration is not a restoration in the proper sense of the term. It is a preservative operation upon those tapes. And the most important part of this research was about a philological research upon the tapes, upon the...
Can you explain what that entails?
Yes, the responsible of this research was Cosetta Saba, who wrote, even at the end of this study, who wrote a book. I take a copy of this book, which is called Arte in Videotape. This book collects a series of essays about video art in general, and some essays focus on this project involving the video art, the Art Tapes 22 collection. And it is important not in the sense that Cosetta involved her students for the research, for technical researchers, for artistic researchers. Some of them contacted even the artists and came to the ASAC, studying in our historic fund all the letters, all the documentation, the original documentation related to these videos. Because during the years, some of the data connected to the videos were dispersed, and some of them were not reliable data. So the students carried out an important research connecting all the elements they found in catalogs, in letters, in studying photographs, yes. Studying the boxes of
the cartridges.
Yes, the boxes of the tapes, the sleeves of the tapes.
Yep.
And
so it was really gathering up a huge amount of disparate material to really put the whole story together.
Yes.
And it involved a number of students as a really large research project.
In fact, this research is not simple because it is important to distinguish what was the fact of the time and what was the intention of the artist.
That's right. I think we'll just probably take a break and get back to that thought. And the intention of the artist is very important. We need to talk about that.
The facts are in. California State University Long Beach is among the nation's finest universities. For the fourth consecutive year, the campus ranked in the top 5 public comprehensive universities in the Western United States. In 2007, Cal State Long Beach was named the 3rd best value among all American public colleges and universities. A survey by the National Science Foundation rated Cal State Long Beach first in the nation for the number of graduates who then go on to earn doctoral degrees in science and engineering. Offering full scholarships to high school valedictorians and National Merit Scholars, Cal State Long Beach sponsors the premier President's Scholars Program in California. Through superior teaching, research, creative activity, and community service, California State University Long Beach operates as a student-centered, globally engaged public university, changing lives for a changing world.
Welcome back. I'm Alice Hutchison, the Curator of Exhibitions at the University Art Museum, and with me today is Michele Mangione from the Venice Biennale Archives of Contemporary Art. And we're talking about
everybody.
Art Tapes 22, which is our new exhibition opening to the public on 13th of September, which is a Saturday from 6 till 8, and everyone is more than welcome. We have the founder of Art Tapes 22, Maria Gloria Bacocchi, who is flying in from Italy with her family to join us for that reception and to see her, as Michele describes, to see her children, because really the videotapes were very much a part of, you know, their family operation, inviting the artist to come and stay with them. and produce their work in Florence, Italy in the early 1970s. So just going back to where we left off, we were talking about the artist's intentions.
Yes.
And after 30 years really of this work not being seen and finally showing it again, how have you found it in terms of working with these videotapes as artworks and working with the artists?
I have to explain that some works were not intentionally made to be video artworks. This is true above all for the Italian and the European artists, because they happen to be involved in this experimentation about the video art. On the other hand, American artists, for example, Bill Viola or the Vasulka, were practical of the video art technique. So they
were practicing with the medium.
Bill Viola was the student of Ross.
Yes.
So he had practice on this field. The Italian artists were invited, and they decided maybe at a moment what to do.
How do you mean they didn't know what to do with?
Yes, they know what to do, but some of them prepared a storyboard like Imura. They prepared everything in the meanest details. Other artists, for example, Gino De Dominicis, were very puzzled about what to do. And so Maria Gloria explains that he decided one day that he had to proceed in a certain way. Then he changed completely his ideas because his plan was very difficult to...
yes, she actually writes in her book that we're publishing too on the occasion of the exhibition, really her story, and she talks about how he had people do all of these interesting things, like getting piano teachers who had very specific instructions, and then the piano teacher really didn't know what to do because the instructions didn't make sense to her, and so she ran off in fear. And so a number of these stories in her book that she recounts are kind of failed attempts at how to deal with this medium.
Yeah, that's right. On the other hand, Bill Viola had the task of traducing the intention of the artist into a video, a complete video work, because he had the technique experience to do this.
The technical experience.
Yes.
So it was really Bill Viola that was the one that was able to create what became video art. Beforehand it was much more documentation of performances, do you think, in terms of the more professional approach that Bill Viola brought in to the studio?
Yes, he brought to the studio a professional expertise, but he had to cope with the artist, the intelligence, intentions of the artist, which is an artistic intention. So the task of Bill Viola was to traduce the intentions of the artist into a specific language, which was the language of the video art.
Yeah. And that interpretation process is very demanding. I mean, it takes a great amount of sensitivity on the person, the person behind the camera, to be able to translate someone else, especially another artist, to translate their intentions into another medium. And, as an artist himself, to really take the back seat in that whole process.
Yes, that's it. That is why many of these artists abandoned this way of expression. For example, Cunelis made just one video tape
Which we
the
have
no title,
in the exhibition.
And you have in the exhibition, where he is in front of the camera with a mask and a candle.
A candle.
A candle. And he does not move all the time. So there is a coincidence between the time of the video and the time of the performance. Because at the time, the videos lasted not more than 60 minutes.
Right.
So
I think this one is 30 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yes,
but it's just one
minutes.
single frame, which is it is almost like a painting, because it has that stillness with, you know, holding the masks and the candle, and it has a very ghostly quality. It's very beautiful, but I can see that for him as a, you know, a conceptual artist who was very involved with physical materials,
yes,
it probably didn't translate.
In Italy it is called arte povera.
Yes.
Cunellis, Boetti, Paolini, Luciano Fabro were the interpreter of this way of making art, which was called arte povera because they worked with very poor materials.
And really, Janis Cunellis is the best known of this group of artists. And really, for him to have been one of the first to go to Art Tapes, which was a very unknown fledgling studio at the time, it was a very big deal because he was, at that time, very, very famous, and no one thought that he would be even interested to do this.
Yes.
So it was one of the magical moments, really, of the studio was to attract, you know, some of the best known artists in the world from all over the world. And the results are basically an exhibition like this where you have, you know, some of the best known names. You know, Daniel Buren created his first, video installation, which he has allowed us to, you know, to recreate here in Long Beach.
It's great, it's fantastic.
Thank you. So, you know, just talking about the...
Congratulations for this.
Well, we hope that...
This scoop.
It was, again, thanks to Maria Gloria, because, you know, she's maintained her friendships with a lot of these great artists, and they appreciate what she did, really, for, you know, for taking the risks that she did at the time. And really, after Art Tapes, you had a number of situations in New York where, and, you know, the facility here, when David Ross came to Long Beach in 1974, one of the first exhibitions that he organised was, you know, with the Art Tapes 22 and with Bukaki, and that's a very, very strong link to what we're doing here today. And David Ross really initiated the Long Beach video collection with, you know, the beginnings of a production studio, so that artists could come to Long Beach and produce the work here. So
yes, because it was supposed that this had to be an itinerant exhibition.
Traveling, yeah.
Traveling, yes. And another attempt of reproducing this itinerant or traveling exhibition was made at the end of the 2006 by Cosetta Saba, who organized an exhibition with the restored tapes in Gradisca di Sonzo.
Where is that? Sorry?
He's the northeast of Italy, near Gorizia. And this exhibition was divided into particular thematic boxes, sections.
Structures, sections,
yes. It involved at least 20 videos, not many videos, but 20 of them. It was supposed to be an exhibition that had to continue to Naples and Milan.
And did it? Did it travel?
No, it stopped.
Oh, so it just was at that one, that one venue.
And the students involved started this the setting of the exhibition, collected the artistic records upon the works.
So the students actually did a lot of the background research that you now have available.
Yes. And they opened also a forum on the internet on the site of the University of Udine, where they discussed and they exchanged ideas about the biographical, the biographical elements or the artistic impressions they had on the works.
And this was really the first time that they had been publicly shown in a long time.
Yes,
right.
But really, those video art have not yet been presented officially. This is the
This is it.
Yeah, this is the
this is the first time in the world.
The first time, yes, in the world, because we during the last Biennale made an attempt to show these videos, but they had not the introduction they were worth of. We limited to present them using the monitors of the period.
So using the original equipment.
On the floor.
Well, I think we might just have to leave it to the audience to come and visit the exhibition, and I look forward to having you first of all see the show today for the first time and see the fruition of our work together. And we're really, really incredibly grateful to the Venice Biennale for allowing this groundbreaking collection to be seen in the United States, really for the first time since many of them have been seen since 1974. Some of them have never been seen in the United States.
And thank you too for this opportunity of collaboration.
We are very grateful. So Michele Mangione, thank you for coming to Long Beach.
Thank you for inviting me.
And we look forward to seeing as many people as we can at the opening reception on the 13th of September. Maria Gloria Bacocchi, the founder of Art Tapes 22, will be joining us with her family from Italy, and we will be opening the exhibition actually today, the 4th of September. It will run through the 19th of October, and any further information you can visit our website at www.csulb.edu/UAM. And again, thank you, and we look forward to seeing you at the opening and look forward to catching up again at UAM at the beach.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
You.